Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Raka Rawindra Muyasar and I'm from Group 6. Today I will tell you about building introduction. In Group 6, there is 3 members. The first one is Pradipta Ramandika Suwarna Putra, and the second is me, Raka Rawindra Muyasar, and the third is Satria Manggala Putra. And there is roadmap of our project. First one is, what is building? A building or edifice is a structure with a roof and walls standing more or less permanently in one place, such as a house or factory. Buildings come in a variety of size, shapes, and function, and have been adapted throughout history for a wide number of factors, from building material available to weather condition, land prices, ground condition, specific use, and aesthetic reason. Building is an arrangement of elements that form a function for accommodate human activities, with all the components needed in its activities. It has a form and dimension that can overshadow by having a protective rigidity and sturdiness humans and all activities in it form from all disturbance, because the buildings function to have accommodate human activities, so it must have the condition needed by human, namely comfort, safety, and efficiency, as well as other human needs. Second one is classification. Building divided into two types. One, dry buildings. In general terms, dry civil development itself is the work of a building project associated with its work interacting with various kinds of buildings with dry place. Dry civil engineering buildings, which include house, buildings, factory, memorials, mosque, roads, church, engineering buildings, airstrips, etc. And the second one is wet buildings. If interpreted generally, wet civil itself is associated with the existence of a buildings or a place built where every corner if its construction will interact with wet or watery place. That is why the civil construction is given the name wet civil. Wet civil engineering buildings, which include dams, irrigation channel, harbor docks, water towers, sheet plaster, bridge, etc. Types of buildings. Educational buildings. These are buildings housing educational institutions such as school or college, which are affiliated and recognized by an appropriate board, university, or any similar evaluation authority. The building should promote the aggregation of instructional, educational, and recreational activities pertaining to educational purpose. Further, it is mandatory for the buildings to have proper residential facilities for essential staff who need to reside within the campus. Apart from this, the institution. Residential buildings. These are buildings which are used for normal residential purpose and should facilitate activities such as sleeping, living, and cooking. The buildings must include one or more family residence, apartment, flats, and private garage. Institutional buildings. These all types of buildings consist of buildings that are constructed by the government, semi-government, organization, or registered trust for specific purpose. Those specific purpose include medical treatment purpose, such as treatment of physical or mental illness, children hospital, etc. Assembly buildings. These are defined as buildings or parts of them which house public gathering congregated with the intent of amusement, recreation, social, religious, patriotic, civil, travel, or other similar purpose. Buildings such as movie house, drama theaters, etc. Business buildings. If a buildings or a part of it's primarily used for keeping record of business transactions, maintaining accounts, bookkeeping purpose, or managing other types of record, then it can be classified as a business buildings. Buildings under this category include office, bank, courthouse, and other professional establishments serving the aforementioned purpose. Industrial building. Buildings used to manufacture, assemble, or process product or materials are termed as industrial buildings. They include manufacturing units, assembly plants, factories, mills, power plant, oil refineries, gas plant, dairy plants, laboratories, etc. Water buildings. Water structure are structure used to utilize and control water in rivers and lakes. Most of the water construction are more massive and do not require aesthetic aspect compared to buildings or bridge, and the detailed planning of the buildings is not very subtle.
Third, building material. This section is about material needed to build a building. Material divided into two types, natural and man-made. Next, natural material is any product or physical matter that comes from plant, animal, or ground. Mineral and the metal that can be extracted from them without further modification are also considered to belong into this category. Mud is soil logam, silt or clay mixed with water. It usually forms after rainfall or near water source. Mud as a construction material has been extensively used since Neolithic time. Stone. There are huge variations within each of these rock types caused by specific mineralogy and geologic conditions, and while any stone can be used for building, they each have constraints that make them more or less suitable for different purposes. Sand is a granular material composed of finely divided rock and mineral particles. It is divided by size, being finer than gravel and coarser than silt. The composition of sand varies depending on the local rock source and condition. Wood is a versatile raw material and the only renewable building material. Properties are very suitable to use. It is possible to build a comfortable house using only wooden product, and wood also can be built structure. Leaf. The leaves that are widely used are palm leaf, which are usually used for roof and especially in for tropical area. Lime is a calcium-containing inorganic mineral composed primarily of oxide and hydroxide, usually calcium oxide and or calcium hydroxide. Lime used to lime is a cement, concrete mixture or etc. Fibers. They are thread-like material which can be used for different purposes. Fibers produced by plant, vegetable, leaf and wood, animal and geological processes are known as natural fibers. Example: coconut fibers, sisal fibers, jute fibers. Man-made material are human-made. Resources are materials that are manufactured by humans and are not naturally occurring. Example: cement is a binder, a substance used for construction that sit, harden, and attach to other material to bind them together. Cement is seldom used on its own, but rather to bind sand and gravel aggregate together. Brick. A brick is a type of block used to build wall, pavement, and other elements in masonry construction. Properly, the term brick denotes a block composed of dried clay, but is now also used informally to denote other chemical cured construction blocks. Tiles are a tiny object usually square or rectangular in shape. A tile is a manufactured piece of hard-wearing material such as ceramic, stone, metal, baked clay, and even glass, generally used for covering roof, floor, wall, or other objects such as tabletop. Glass is a amorphous non-crystalline solid which is often transparent and has widespread practical technology and decorative use in things like window panel, tableware, and optoelectronics. Metal. Metal are solid material commonly used in the construction industry due to their durability and strength to form structure, component paper, cladding material, and other components. Plastic. The construction industry uses plastic for a wide range of applications because of its versatility, strength to weight ratio, durability, corrosion resistance, and so on. Plastic can be manufactured into forms such as pipes, cable covering, panel, film, sheet, and so on. Now, you know about material needed for a building, and we go to next sections about tool. Fourth, building tool. The sections about tool needed to build a building. So, building tool is divided into tool and heavy equipment. Next, tool. Tools for building construction have been around for a long time. It's important that the right tools are available for right job. Without tools, will difficult when build a building. Example: hammer. This tool is used to drive and remove nail. Measure tape. This is used to measure. Masonry trowel. This tool is used to place cement mortar. Handsaw. This tool is used in woodwork is to cut wood. Hoe. This tool is used to design and to place concrete cement mortar in heat pan. Heavy equipment or heavy machinery refers to heavy-duty vehicle, specially designed for executing construction tasks, more frequently ones involving earthwork operation or other large construction tasks. Example: excavator. Excavator is the machine that can excavate the soil of various types, forcefully also used for loading and dumping. Loader. Loader used in construction to move or load material such as soil, rock, sand, demolition debris, or etc. into or onto another type of machinery. Dump truck. Dump truck used for taking down such as sand, gravel, or demolition waste for construction as well as coal. Compactor. In construction, compactor used for compacting crushed rock as the base layer underneath concrete or stone foundation or slabs. Crane tower. Generally equipped with a host rope, wire rope, or chain that can be used both to lift and lower material and to move them horizontally. It is mainly used to lifting heavy things and transporting them to other places.
5. Innovation. Building information modeling is an intelligent 3D model-based process that gives architecture, engineering, and construction professionals the insight and tools to more efficiently plan, design, construct, and manage building and infrastructure. A 3D printer is a computer-aided manufacturing device that creates three-dimensional objects. Like a traditional printer, a 3D printer receives digital data from a computer as input. Eco-materials are defined as those materials that enhance the environmental improvement through the whole life cycle while maintaining a countable performance. Example, like fly ash, ferroc. 6. Construction. Building is a complex thing with many aspects. Knowing what a building is and everything in it, such as the type of building, building materials, and what tools are used in designing and building are expected to increase insight and knowledge and be interested in civil engineering. Thank you.